Hey, this is Chloe Heath. I play basketball at Heritage High School, and this is the No Playbook podcast.
Hey, thanks for checking out the show. This is the podcast where I speak with the outstanding athletes, coaches, and experts from East Tennessee. That's from all levels, too. College, pro, and high school athletes. So D1 training coming to Blount County. That's just a few weeks away at this point. If you haven't yet, make sure you follow them on social media at D1 Blount, Blount. That's how you can find out about the upcoming Founders Rate. That's the cheapest it's ever going to be at D1 Blount. They do that before they open, so it's just available until their grand opening. That should be coming up in March of 2024, so make sure you go ahead and take advantage of that while you can. So if you were making a list of the absolute best athletes in all of Blount County, it would not be a full list without today's guest, Chloe Heath. She plays basketball at Heritage High School, an absolute highlight reel on the court. So it was absolutely my pleasure to get to talk with Chloe today, get to know her a little bit better. You gotta go see her stuff on social media. She's got her clips, really impressive. But we talk about her season so far this year at Heritage High School. We talk about her recruiting experience so far, and just what it's like living there at the base of the Great Smoky Mountains. One of the best views in all of the state. If you haven't seen any kind of a sporting event from Heritage High School, I highly recommend it. Just breathtaking views. Really was a great chat. I enjoyed talking with Chloe Heath today. So I'll get right to that after this. Sit tight.
D1 is the place for the athlete. When you join the D1 team, you don't just go to a gym. You're part of a team, a family.
Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family.
If you're looking for a place to get better, to improve, to strive for the goals that you have, then D1 might be the right place for you. Book your free one-on-one assessment today. Don't wait.
D1.
Learn more about area facilities in Hardin Valley and Blount County at d1training.com. Ben Cash Photography turns passion into art, specializing in world-class sports photography. Ben Cash is a former college baseball player with over a decade of experience capturing the essence of athleticism. From local high schools to the SEC, Ben is now taking game reservations to cover events from all over East Tennessee. You can connect with Ben on social media. That's where you can see his full portfolio. Ben Cash Photography, where every shot is a masterpiece. Book your game coverage today and let the memories live forever. Good. Well, Chloe, thank you so much for joining me. Did you have practice tonight?
Yeah, we had practice. Well, we actually have a fifth block at school, so we get to start practicing around 2:30. So we're usually out of there by like no later than 5:30 in preseason. So it's really nice.
Yeah. But you had games earlier this week, right?
Yeah, we played Monday and Tuesday, and we play tomorrow.
Okay. Who's the victim tomorrow?
South Doyle.
Okay. How's the season gone so
Yeah.
far for Heritage?
It's going really good. We are actually 20-2 right now, and
Wow.
in one of our preseason games, we had our only senior on the team, go down and break her wrist or her hand, I mean. So she had surgery. So it was really hard losing her at the beginning. But we've had a lot of freshmen step up and play a big role, and they're going to be really good. And they just helped contribute so much this year, and we're really glad to have them.
Yeah. What year are you?
I'm a 2025, so I'm a junior.
Okay. Now, has this been an opportunity for you to kind of really step up and take a real leadership role?
Yeah, well, I started like halfway through my freshman season when I really stepped up in the Christmas tournaments when we played in Ohio. And so he relied on me to score a lot last year. So he hasn't me and Carson Swaney, you might know who she is. We've well, now since we have a Jay back, our senior, he said that she's gonna relieve some of the pressure off me and Carson. But me and Carson just like to score, like to shoot. I mean, we like to be leaders on the team, so it's been really fun this season.
Yeah. Um, well, I mean, your stat line has been insane. I've been, watching, following along with some of that. You've been killing it. Is there a moment that you can point to so far, even in your high school career, that just like that makes you really proud?
Um, I'm trying to think about this year. I mean, I try to be consistent, and I mean, in your freshman and sophomore year, it's really hard to keep being consistent whenever you're young and still learning and stuff. But this year, I feel like I've been pretty consistent so far. So it's hard to pick out my favorite moment because we haven't really got to like the really, really fun part of the season yet. We're almost there, but our coach actually told us after we beat Loudon on Tuesday that if we win 14 more games, we'll be in the state championship.
That's a good way of looking at it.
I know. So we're getting there.
Yeah, that'll be great. Now, what about recruiting so far? Have you been having folks reach out yet?
Yeah, I have a few offers right now, but I think they're coming. I switched to a new AAU team this year, and my coach Bev Smith has been helping me so much with recruiting and getting my name out there and getting coaches to talk to me and stuff. I've been blessed though, and I love the recruiting process. It's fun. It can be stressful sometimes, but it's really fun. And I mean, just going to watch games on Saturdays to see what feels like home is just so much fun. And once you watch like a team like more than once, you know the team chemistry, so you know exactly what they're gonna do like next time you go watch them. So it's just fun.
Yeah. Now, you say you're looking for a place that feels like home. Is there something specific that, I don't know, a place like what makes a place feel like home, I guess?
Well, I don't really have my mind made up of where I want to go yet. I mean, at this point, I don't really have anything specific. I mean, I don't want to go hours and hours and hours away from home. Like 4 or 5 hours is probably the farthest I would go. But I'm not really sure about. I don't have anything really specific, and I don't know what I want to be when I get older. So it's hard to like narrow everything down right now.
Yeah, I remember those days of like looking through the catalogs at their majors and, some schools have
Yeah,
different ones. And you're like, what do I know? I'm
yeah,
11th grade.
yeah.
Um, but is like, are your folks really helping you along with that? Like, mom saying, oh, you got to stay close to home, that kind of thing?
No, well, my mom doesn't want me to go far away from home, but my dad is just like, do whatever makes you happy, and they're supportive no matter what I do and choose. So it's really nice having them.
Yeah. So I'm looking at your heritage sweatshirt you've got there, and
Yeah,
anytime I'm at Heritage or I even drive past it, I think about sitting in the football stadium with the most beautiful view,
it's
like in East
beautiful.
Tennessee.
Yes, and they're working on the turf field right now, so it's just getting better and better. It's so pretty though.
What's it like living in that area? Is it like I think do you just on a whim pop up to Cades Cove or anything like that?
In the fall when you go and like just drive around and look at the leaves and all and the trees that are like changing colors and everything, it's so beautiful. But I mean, I'm not a big like hiker mountains person. So I mean, just seeing a beautiful view every single morning just makes you want to smile, and it's so pretty every single day. So it's really awesome.
Yeah. Is there a favorite view up in that area that you like to go check out?
I like to go to Foothills Parkway. If you do
Sure.
you know what that is?
Oh yeah. So I live in Maryville.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. I actually graduated from Maryville High School.
Oh,
Is that okay? I didn't bring that up at the beginning.
yeah. It's okay.
But what's fun is I didn't move to Tennessee even until the 11th grade. So I was brand new, going to Maryville High School in the 11th
Yeah.
grade. So I only went there 2 years. That was
Yeah, they're
tough.
one of our rivals.
Yeah, yeah. But wait, but now they're not in your division or something like that?
Yeah,
Somebody was
we're
explaining,
in 3A now.
got it.
So we
But Heritage is
play
a
in our
big school,
district.
right?
Yeah, well, they opened something called, you probably know Eagleton, the new college and career thing they opened up. So it took some of our students away. So our population dropped, and we're like right under like the total population where you can be in 3A. So we're actually in 3A now. So we're with like Sequoia, Loudon, South Doyle, all of them. So it's been much easier
Interesting.
than playing against like Bearden, Farragut, and all of them.
Yeah. I haven't talked to anybody from that Eagleton school yet. For some reason, at first I thought it was just an online school, but it's
It
not.
was just an online, but now it's not. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure my grade is the oldest grade there because it started last year. I'm pretty sure.
Got it.
So I'm pretty
Got
sure
it.
there's just juniors there right now.
Okay. So, what about like off the court kind of training? Do you do anything in the way of like speed, agility, quickness, that sort of thing?
Well, in preseason, I spent a lot of time working on my own because, in my opinion, the best way to like improve and everything is working on your own instead of in big groups. So I would train in preseason with two different trainers every week, and we would also be conditioning at the same time. So it was like very tiring, but I needed it. But after conditioning, running the track and everything, I would stay after, work on my own, get shots up on the gun. And any day I didn't have training, I would just work on my own in the gym. And then on weekends, on Saturdays, I would go to a local gym around here and run and lift and stuff. And then on Sunday, I took the day off and rested.
That was good. I was gonna say, don't forget that rest actually has a purpose. It
Yeah,
really
but
does.
preseason
So,
is very important, especially to us. So
of
we take it
course.
very seriously.
So of course, this is when I mentioned D1. So D1, are you familiar with D1 training?
Yes.
Okay, so we're about to open a new facility in Blount County.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Where's it gonna be
yeah.
at?
So, do you know where K2 has been?
Yeah.
So K2 has built a new facility. Not
Oh.
not far away. It's down Louisville Road, but very close to where K2 was. And we're kind of partnering with them. So they've got a facility that's
Oh.
like maybe 8 volleyball courts, and kind of attached to it, a part of that building is where D1 is going to have our space. So they're
Oh.
finishing that up now.
Wow, that'll be really cool.
Yeah,
Close
yeah,
to
but
home.
right, exactly. So, but we work with so many, volleyball players, basketball players, so that can certainly be something um,
Yeah.
that I'd love to get you in there pretty soon. We hope to
Yeah, I
open
would
in
love
March,
to.
by the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have
yeah.
to check that out.
Now you mentioned your AAU team. What's the team you switched to this year?
I'm playing for ETA Thunder. You've probably seen them a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so I'm playing for Vez for ETA.
you liking it so far?
Well, we haven't practiced or anything yet. I mean, I just joined like a month or two ago, but so far, Vez has really helped me. Like this past summer, I trained with him all the time, and I just really look up to him and appreciate everything he's done for me. So it's been really nice.
Good. That having that leadership is always super important
Yeah,
when you're getting into
yeah.
something
So
like that.
especially for my
So
last year, so it should be fun.
yeah, yeah. This is funny. Talking about you hitting the gym, reminded me of all the stories you hear of Kobe. Uh, do you have like a basketball idol?
Not really.
How about Caitlin Clark?
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, she's fun to watch. It's funny the way she is
Yes,
like really made women's basketball like,
yes,
appointment television.
yeah. She's so amazing, and she's not too cocky or anything. She just plays her game.
Yeah, yeah. That's funny. I was talking with another athlete. You might know Nia Burns
Yeah,
from Gatlinburg. She was on the show not long ago, and she was talking about the same thing, how she loves both Caitlin and Angel Reese, and
yeah.
still appreciate that chirping on the court. Are you a chirper?
Not really.
Yeah. Just let your stats show what you're trying to get across, right?
Yeah.
Um, so for Chloe, what are non-sports related hobbies?
My grandparents live in the lake, so I love going to the lake throughout the summer, riding jet skis. We go camping quite a bit too, so that's really fun. And I love to go shopping and hang out with my friends, lay out by the pool, just having fun with them. So it's really fun.
How about in Maryville? What is or even maybe it's over closer to the mountains. Do you have a favorite restaurant?
Hmm. My favorite restaurant is Melting Pot. There's actually one in Gatlinburg in downtown Knoxville.
Yeah.
It's one of my
Uh,
favorites.
got it, got it. I haven't been there in probably 20 years, but I certainly back when I was in school, my wife and I would go on dates there. Um,
Yeah.
how about, is there something like not many people know about you?
I'm a shoe fanatic. I love shoes, but I used to be like very obsessed with like the basketball shoes, like when they're dropping and getting them and all this stuff. And but my high school coach does not like colorful shoes, and those are the ones that I was into. So I decided I needed to lay off of the basketball shoes and stick to like Jordans and Dunks and stuff like that. So I'm pretty into shoes. Most of
Got
my
it.
like close friends know about that, but if most people don't.
Sneakerhead. So,
Yes.
have you been to Dick's House of Sport before in
Yes.
Knoxville? So right when they were opening up, I worked there for about almost the first 2 years. They were open, and it was funny because I'm not a sneaker guy. I've got, I'll get a pair of Brooks and then I'll get another pair in 9 months,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But those folks there, they're like, I don't have too many. I've got 30 pairs right now. And like that was considered not very many pairs. So it was funny to be
Yeah.
around folks like that.
Yeah. That sounds like me. Most
How many do you
teenagers are
have?
like that nowadays, though.
Oh,
I'm not sure the exact number, but I cleaned out my closet not too long ago, and I was forced to throw away about 6 pairs, and my closet is still full of them. So, because I got 5 or 6 pairs for Christmas, so I just took their spot.
so
But
now
yeah.
let's imagine big time college coach is listening to this episode. How do you sell yourself to a coach to make them want to recruit you? Like, why should they consider Chloe Heath?
Um, I'm a really good student. I take school very seriously. Um, I try as hard as I can in the classroom, out of the classroom. I have a really good GPA. I mean, I think I'm a pretty good leader. I don't like really bragging about myself or anything, but I'm very outgoing and I just like to help people. I care for my teammates. I'll do anything for them. And I just love leading people. And then like when I'm not gonna say any names, but the beginning of the season, one of the freshmen texted me and said that they look up to me and they want to be like me when they get older and all this stuff. So that really made me a
Yeah,
little emotional, but it was really sweet. So I think my teammates look up to me and I just like to be a leader and help them out in any way I can.
yeah, that'll fill your bucket. I'm gonna ask you to take that with you as you continue to grow up because um, I had that happen. So I have tried to, when I have anybody that can mentor me or whatever, I try to make sure they know how much they've meant to me, just because I know just how that, really, she was buttering your bread and made you feel great. So
Yeah.
being able to pass that along, I try to take those opportunities when I can.
Yeah.
Um, so how about this? It's something fun we do with everybody on the show. Share with me one unforgettable sports memory that it could either be as a spectator or as an athlete.
It was probably last year whenever our coach hit his 500th win. It was in the Bearden gym. We were playing against Maryville actually, and it was also the game that determined if we went to sub-state or not, and we actually won, and it was just so heartwarming. Everybody was so excited. The gym was going crazy, and we went to the locker room after, and there was balloons everywhere. We threw water all over the coach, and they got us cookie cake and everything. It was just so awesome. Those pictures of everybody just hugging. It was so amazing.
I actually saw something. I don't know where it was. Oh, I know what it was. Was it Kelly Harper? Did she just get some big win? I think
Yeah,
she just hit some big milestone. And I've thought, yeah,
yeah.
against Vanderbilt, she got that. But I've thought, what is it like when they have those balloons and the cookie cake in there and you lose? That's gotta stink.
Yeah. Well, we knew going in because last year Maryville, they would give us a good game, we would give them a good game, and I don't remember if they beat us before or not, but it was like close game every time. But we actually came out and I had a great game that game. There wasn't many of us that had a great game that game, and we actually beat them I think by like 20 or something. So it was just so good, and the news was there and everything. It was a huge game, and like there was a highlight video of us on the news and everything. It was just so fun.
Well, that's cool. That's great. I had
Yeah.
Jada Edwards on the show a couple months ago
Yeah.
from Maryville. So, um, yeah, yeah. By the way, do you know Ben Cash Photography? I've just seen him at
Yes.
some of your games. He just signed on as a new sponsor of the show. So,
Oh.
and with D1 too. So we're hopefully going to be like, so like when he goes out to a game, I've just seen him do a few heritage games.
Yeah.
It'll be like his photography, and he'll call it like the D1 training game of the week or something.
Oh. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, you'll have to let me know about the facility though when it opens and everything, 'cause I would love to get out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, and I'm not one of the trainers. I'm the marketing guy, but I can tell you absolutely they
Yeah.
can, help with whatever your goals are.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Thanks.